This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Bespoke Post. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. This is my review of Halo 4. Now this is, I think, my first game review I'm doing on Soldier Knows Best. I know I have another gaming channel, but Halo 4 has been just a massive launch. It broke records this year for sales and things like that. But Halo 4, I've always been a big Halo fan, and a lot of people have been talking about this game, so I decided to give my opinion about the game as a whole, as far as the campaign and the multiplayer, whether you should buy this thing and play it yourself. Now when you first start playing the game, you're going to notice a huge improvement in the visuals from Halo Reach and any other Halo game in the franchise. This is the best looking Halo game and probably one of the best looking games that has been released for the Xbox 360 this year so far. The lighting effects are some of the best that I've seen, and as you play through the game, I'm really looking up, I'm looking down, looking left and right as I walk through these different levels, just really being amazed by what they were able to achieve with this console for being out for so many years. They're able to really push the system and really get some really good impressive graphics out of it. Now there's one thing that is missing from the visual department, and that is really the planet being alive. There's no weather effects, things don't blow up and destroy around you, like if you throw a grenade by a tree, it doesn't fall over or anything like that. So it's something that you may find with Far Cry or Crisis and Battlefield 3, where those games and the worlds feel lively, things can actually break down. Halo 4 is more like you're walking through a painting, you're actually playing through a piece of artwork where it's beautiful to look at, but you really just can't touch. So that's how I really describe the visuals, but hopefully they can fix that in the next Halo game, probably on the next generation Xbox. As far as the storyline goes, of course, Master Chief has to save Earth from destruction once again. So he's trying to save billions of lives all over again, like he has to do in every game. But one thing that is going to be different here is that Cortana is ending, coming to the end of her AI life cycle. So she's starting to slowly break down, and that's kind of the inner motivation for Master Chief to be able to get her back home to planet, to get to her maker, to see if they can actually keep her from dying and going away. So that's kind of Master Chief again, is his inner motivation throughout the game. But now the main goal is to protect the Earth from the main enemy, which is the Diadact. You don't really get a full explanation about his background, but you gotta stop him somehow. As far as the cast of enemy characters in this game, you still have the Covenant, which is going to be bringing the Grunts, going to be bringing the Elites and the Jackals back in. The Jackals I really hate. They have really good aim in this game. But also you have these new Promethean enemies, this new type of robotic slash, kind of animal slash beast looking enemies out here. They add an interesting new dynamic to the Halo franchise. Now they have three different main characters of the Promethean. They have the Crawler, which are basically these jackal slash hyena characters that can crawl on the walls and crawl on the ceilings and shoot you from there. But also they really hunt in packs. They can be definitely formidable if they have a whole bunch around you. Then also you have the Knights, which are kind of like the elites of the Promethean race, where they can actually teleport to and from you in the level. So they can be fighting you, shooting you from afar, then they can teleport right in front of you and try to melee attack you to death. And it adds a different dynamic to the game, really. But then really the Watchers are really one of the main characters that you really got to focus on in the battle. The Watchers are these little machines that float over the other enemies out there, and they can regenerate their shields. They can provide like a force field or a shield in front of them. And so with all these new characters, you really have to approach a battle and think a little bit. You don't really have to think too much. I mean, it's not like a very in-depth game as far as that, but you do have to make sure you use cover a little bit more, because all these enemies seem to work together better in this particular game. Now the Prometheans also bring a new set of weapons to the game, including the binary rifle, the bolt shot, incineration cannon, the suppressor light rifle, scatter shot, and even the pulse grenade, which creates this little kind of this hole there. If any enemies are there, when it collapses, it destroys them. And these weapons are very cool by the way they kind of build themselves. When you do pick up one of the weapons from the ground, they kind of just build themselves around you and to your hand. It just makes an awesome, cool effect. And so these weapons do still feel balanced, of course, alongside the new human weapons as well. So all in all, the campaign in Halo 4 is very fun to play through. It's very familiar but different in certain ways, and it really gives you a massive sense of scale, because you're playing in all these different locations that just feel like huge battlegrounds. You have vehicles, even fighting out in space. You're able to fly the Pelican in this game, which is pretty fun and pretty interesting. But the game itself just really awesome at bringing very nice visuals, very nice balanced combat. The enemies are a little bit tougher than all the other Halo titles, but all in all, everything comes together. Now, I did wish the story was a little bit more in depth, but even with that, I'll definitely find myself playing this campaign more than once. Now it's going to talk about the multiplayer. Now 343 Industries took over this game from Bungie, and they really had a lot to live up to. They kind of fixed everything that, if you've been a Halo fan for years now, they almost fixed every single thing. Now just inside the game itself, all the weapons feel very balanced. I feel that I can pick up any weapon on the stage and have a really good chance of killing anybody that I come in contact with. And also new to Halo multiplayer is loadouts. So now you can have different loadouts for different situations and different levels. One loadout can be a DMR, and then your secondary weapon, it can be a pistol, and then another loadout can be the battle scatter rifle and the plasma pistol if you wanted to do that. And now you can also add different custom abilities to have unlimited sprint or to take less grenade damage and deal out more grenade damage if you wanted to. And all these are unlocked by all the different points that you gain by playing the game. Then there's also a couple new game types like Flood, which is basically like zombies, or you can do Dominion, which is basically territories on steroids where you capture certain points. You can actually fortify them with turrets and launch vehicles from them, and that takes a lot of teamwork. So it's definitely a lot more fun than the regular territories. I really like playing Dominion. And also the different vehicles in multiplayer feel a little bit more balanced and have a lot more realistic type of handling, so you just can't drive the Ghost anywhere. I found myself flipping the Ghost over a little bit more if I was a little too reckless. Then also you have this new vehicle called the Mantis, which is this mech that you can control that can shoot rockets and shoot its machine gun. It's very kind of hard to take down. It's definitely a formidable opponent on the stage when you are fighting against one. You definitely got to have some teamwork and have multiple players to try to take that thing out. And another thing that they did that I like is that on the stages themselves, you can see certain weapons and certain power weapons on the stage. Everybody can see it, and that kind of creates a focal point for people to go to, which I really do like, and that causes more action. So to sum up multiplayer, it's easily the best multiplayer in any Halo game. Just the ability to be able to jump mid-game and join a friend. You don't have to wait until the game is over. That just really makes my day. And 343 Industries really they were able to take multiplayer and also campaign. I'm just going to talk about the game as a whole. To really take a franchise that has millions of followers and fans and take it and almost improve on every single aspect of the game. Now, I did want the storyline to be a little bit more in-depth and really have a little bit more explanation, especially at the end of the game. But overall, I had a very fun time playing this game. I think if you own an Xbox 360, you should definitely get this game. You'll definitely like it. Even if you may not be a Halo fan, a lot of people are able to find something with this game. So all in all, I do give it a salute. It's definitely in the running for best game of the year. There's some other good games out there though, but it's definitely in the running for that. So anyway guys, I'm about to go play some Halo right now, but before I do, let's go take one last look at our sponsor for this video. And today's sponsor is Best Poke Post, which is a lifestyle subscription club just for men. Sorry, ladies, you're gonna miss out on this one. I mean, you can do it if you want to. But anyway, they send out this box of awesome every single month, and it includes items that men will like an aged cocktail kit was one of the items. So there's gonna be some really cool manly stuff in there. And it costs $45 per month, but you can cancel at any time you want to. And if before you pull the trigger, you want to see some of the previous boxes, you can go to boxofawesome.com/soldier to check them out. Plus, you can follow them on Twitter at Best Poke Post, which is BESPOKEPOST, to keep up to date with the latest info. Alright guys, again, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below what you think about Halo 4. I know some of you out there have it already. Leave that comment down below. Thanks for watching guys, and I will catch you later. See you online. Peace.
Assassination!